Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is about to begin shortly. But before that, a gentle reminder to all guests of the following. Please ensure your mobile phones are turned off. Your ID tags are worn for identification. You remain in the hall until the ceremony is over. Food and beverages are not brought inside the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates' procession will be making their way into the hall. But before that, a kind reminder that you do not obstruct the view of others while taking photos. Please put your hands together for the 2018 graduating class of the Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation, APU. A gentle reminder to all graduates of the following. Please sit in your allocated seat. Leave your bags and flowers with your guests. Remain in the hall until the ceremony is over. Turn off all mobile phones once the ceremony has begun. Ensure no food or beverages are brought inside the hall. And last but not least, I know you are excited. Please do not take a selfie on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 graduation ceremony of the Asia Pacific University of Technology and Innovation is about to commence. The academic procession will now enter the hall. Please rise to welcome the procession. Kindly remain standing as the national anthem will be played soon after. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now be seated. Good afternoon, salam sejahtera, and a very warm welcome to Datuk Paramjit Singh, the Chief Executive Officer of APU Education Group and Pro-Chancellor of Staffordshire University, Professor Ron Edwards, Vice-Chancellor of Asia Pacific University, Professor Liz Barnes, Vice-Chancellor of Staffordshire University, Mr. David Gage, Chair of Governors of Staffordshire University, honored guests from the Embassy of Eswatini in Kuala Lumpur, graduates, distinguished parents, honored guests, staff and faculty members of Asia Pacific University, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for gracing the APU 2018 graduation ceremony. First and foremost, we would like to invite Professor Ron Edwards, Vice-Chancellor of Asia Pacific University, to deliver the welcome address.
Dato Paramjit Dr. Singh, Professor Barnes, Mr. David Gage, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you here to graduation. An especially warm welcome and acknowledgement is extended to family members who have travelled a long distance to join us this afternoon. You're very welcome and we thank you for your troubles. Today is a milestone in the life of the graduates. It is in the order of significance of the days when they commence school, when they in future obtain their first professional job, and when they retire. I recommend that you take special note of the fresh young faces of your friends and the tradition and the ceremony of the occasion, so you can reflect on it on this day for years to come. Today is very special. During your orientation to APU 3 years ago, I highlighted the opportunity that you had before you to gain a highly regarded university degree that would most likely lead to a rewarding, satisfying career. You accepted that challenge, and here you are. You took the opportunity offered by the university and your family, and now you are at the threshold of enjoying the reward. Well done. You still have challenges before you. The labour market is especially volatile, with technology changing many jobs and replacing some entirely. My colleague, Professor Siva Mitali, the Dean of Business and Management, often emphasises the importance of being at the forefront of technological change. He encourages all his students to be intelligent users of technology, always looking for ways to use technology to improve the service to clients, organisations and the community, to be at the vanguard of change rather than avoiding and resisting it. I would add the importance of lifelong learning. This may involve formal postgraduate study, but you need not attend classes to be a lifelong learner. APU has a philosophy that students learn best by doing. Rather than a textbook-only focus, wherever possible, we have embedded practical activities into the teaching program. However, it is not just practice that counts, it is learning from practice. And you can now continue that approach throughout your life. As John Dewey, the educational philosopher, famously said, we do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience. And I strongly recommend that you adopt this advice and be a lifelong learner every day for the remainder of your lives. I would like to acknowledge the role of your parents and families in helping you reach this milestone. I'm sure you understand the importance of the financial support and personal encouragement that they have provided during your studies. However, their role actually started a long time ago. When you were a small child and they told you, finish your homework, wear your school uniform with pride, do your chores, look after your brothers and sisters, show respect for elders, and always tell the truth. They were actually providing you with the social and organisational skills necessary to succeed in life. APU has concentrated on further developing these skills and attributes because employers emphasise their importance. In the workforce, they translate into employability skills, including the ability to work in teams, taking pride in the quality of work, being reliable and trustworthy, being self-motivated and self-disciplined. That is, the foundation provided by your parents and further developed by your university will underpin your success in employment. As one parent to many, thank you, parents. Second, I would like you to understand your graduation in your historical context. Many of you will be the first graduates in your families, as I was. Opportunities were much more limited in your parents' and especially your grandparents' times. Many of them would have been involved in the Second World War or its aftermath, independence movements, migration flows, and so on. How different their world was to yours. And yet they worked hard, took risks, and made the most of it. Just look what their families have now achieved. As one grandparent to many, thank you, grandparents. Collectively, their generations have transformed Malaysia and many other countries into dynamic, democratic, prosperous countries. Although few people from their generations were able to complete university, the social transformation that their hard work has generated has led to so many more opportunities flowing to your generation. In essence, be proud of your family heritage and be aware that it is now your turn to work hard and contribute to your family and the broader community. Ask yourself, how will your life make a difference to the next generation? Next, you should also recognise how unusually international are your life and career opportunities. I expect that you are now so familiar with our international character that you may not know how unusual it is. What a wonderful environment in which to study. Students from so many different countries, ethnicities, religions, language backgrounds, and so forth. Whereas other universities have local and international students, in a real sense, all APU graduates are international. The easy familiarity you have interacting across cultures will be of great value to you as you move into the global workforce. You could even say it is an important element of what marketers call your personal brand. In fact, the partnership between Staffordshire University and Asia Pacific University also contributes to your personal brand. One university is from a developing Asian country and the other from a developed European country. This combination signals both the dynamism and potential of one and the tradition and reputation for quality of the other. What a wonderful combination to be reflected in your resumes. This level of internationalisation distinguishes APU graduates from those of other universities. Consequently, your career and life opportunities are borderless. My advice is that you wear your international brand proudly, build on it. You are truly graduates without borders. Finally, I would like to recognise the role that the academic and administrative staff of APU have played in helping you reach this milestone. Working at APU, I see daily their dedication and commitment to students. At APU, we ask our staff to be role models and mentors for our students, and they do so with commitment. Thank you, colleagues. I'm proud to work with you. A last piece of advice. Hold on to your university friends. I have been very fortunate. The people I graduated with have been lifelong friends. They've been the godparents to my children and have attended family weddings and funerals. They have been present in good times and bad. I hope you have the same good fortune. Again, congratulations. You have made good use of the opportunity that APU and your family have made available to you. Graduation is a fine achievement. On behalf of the university, we wish you all the very best in the journey that you're about to undertake. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ron Edwards, for the welcome address. With great pleasure, we would now like to invite Professor Liz Barnes, Vice-Chancellor of Staffordshire University, to deliver the graduation address.
Datuk Parmajit Singh, Professor Ron Edwards, Mr. David Gage, staff of APU, honoured guests, family and friends of graduating students, and most importantly to you, the graduating students. As Vice-Chancellor of Staffordshire University, I'm delighted to be here with you today to celebrate your achievements. Taking part in graduation ceremonies is the highlight of the academic year and the most enjoyable part of my job as Vice-Chancellor. It's a true privilege for me to be here at today's graduation ceremony and to share your celebrations of your great success. At a time when the debates about higher education have been narrowly couched in economic investment and personal return, I want to remind you that it is in the development of the whole person that education sees its return. Higher education should transform the person, not just the income. It is in its capacity to support you to be what you have the potential to become and to create the kind of society in which we want our grandchildren to grow up. So it's important not simply to do well. I want to urge you to do good. I want to encourage you to not simply seize opportunity, but to be committed to creating opportunities for others. And do not lose the ethical understanding that it is how we behave to one another that defines our society. APU and Staffordshire University graduates can and do make a difference. That is why we have confidence in you as you go forward as ambassadors for our universities. APU has created an amazing global population of students with so many countries represented here today. APU and Staffordshire University have helped to create an international workforce of highly skilled professionals who can apply their knowledge and skills to find real-world solutions in a digital age. As you go forward in your career, I hope that you work ethically and ensure that businesses with which you work have a conscience. Do not lose sight what is the right thing to do and the right way to behave for the wider communities in which you live now and in the future. It seems that currently digital information provides us with both the best and the worst of our future. There are so many opportunities in using technologies, for example, big data and gamification, and yet we're also seeing a growth in cybercrime and cyberbullying. You will be in jobs that don't even exist today, such as the innovation in our global industry, economy, and wider society, and probably working life patterns will change. It's likely that many of you will change careers several times in your working lives. But we know that as a result of your studies, you will be more than equipped to meet these exciting challenges. Not only will you have subject knowledge, but you will have the skills, capabilities, and competencies to adapt to this fast-changing world in the future. You have the ability to learn how to learn. Currently, we are in a very unstable political environment across the world. In the UK, as Brexit unfolds, I confess that I'm really saddened that we seem to be losing sight of the importance of our ability to connect across the world and to enable movement and build really international communities enriching our lives. This turbulent and unknown political and global landscape will impact on your future, and education has an important role to play in making sense of our time and shaping this future, but in particular, ensuring that we prepare our future and existing workforce to prosper in a global world and to be socially responsible citizens. We need to bring people from across the world together. It is important that whatever the external context and the changes that emerge, we have to manage our own destiny and stay true to our values and our ambitions. And as you move on through life and are faced with new challenges, Theodore Roosevelt wisely advised that in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. Today, you should feel immensely proud of your achievements. However, you would not be here graduating without the support of your teachers, your family, and your friends, who will have provided you with many hours of support for your learning, provided you with financial support, and will have also given you endless encouragement and emotional support. Make sure that you say thank you to them all today. APU and Staffordshire University have been working together in partnership for many years, enabling thousands of students to gain their UK degree through studying here in Kuala Lumpur. As you graduate, you should do so in confidence, in the knowledge that you are becoming the alumni of two great universities. This is a time in which international partnerships between universities play an increasingly important role to ensure that graduates have the skills needed to be entrepreneurial, to lead change and innovate, and drive economic and social prosperity. As new graduates, you are now those innovators, and you are our future leaders. Your graduation today is a very significant landmark, a key point in your lifelong learning career. You should celebrate and enjoy today as a day you'll remember for the rest of your life. Today's graduation is, however, not the end point of your learning journey. For this reason, graduation is also referred to as commencement, as although it marks the end of one phase of your learning journey on the courses you have studied, it also marks the start of commencement of the next phase of your life. The certificate you receive today provides evidence of the degree you have been awarded, but it is not the certificate or the award that will determine your future career and life success. Your degree has provided you with the essential knowledge, skills, and values. You are therefore now well equipped with the tools to make a difference and make your mark on society. But your future success will depend on how you use the tools that you have acquired. So as you move forward in your career journey, be ambitious, be daring, be confident, and be brilliant. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Go and create your own opportunities. Keep an open mind so that you can continue learning every day. And finally, may I just offer you my personal congratulations. I'm so pleased to be here with you today to share your day. Congratulations to you all, and thank you.
Thank you, Professor Liz Barnes, for the graduation address. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to proudly invite our graduate in Masters of Science in Global Marketing Management to be present on stage to deliver her address representing the postgraduates of 2018. Please join us to welcome Shafa Wahid.
I am Shafa Wahid, and I'm delighted not only to graduate today, but also deeply honored for the opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Today is an important day for all of us, not only for my fellow graduates, but also for our families and loved ones. We have reached a milestone in our lives, the result of a monumental effort in an extraordinary educational journey. It gives me great pleasure, therefore, to congratulate all the happy faces here. But the journey to reach this point is even more remarkable for those graduates who have traveled from distant shores. Here at Asia Pacific University, there are hundreds of students from different parts of the world, representing varied cultures and backgrounds. As I take a special bow to all the students before me, my heart is filled with pride and emotion. For I come from Maldives, a small island nation, with one culture, one race, and one religion. I've never lived away from home until I arrived here in Malaysia 2 years ago. And what a journey it has been. I've gained knowledge far beyond the curriculum and lived experiences that will remain with me for the rest of my life. I've also made friends who, over the course of my time, have become my family. I couldn't have asked for a better host than Malaysia for this chapter of my life. I've sampled exciting new foods, discovered wonderful new places in my time here. I will always remember Malaysia as a country that is colorful and diverse, and its people who made me feel welcome from the moment my plane landed the runway. Much love and gratitude, therefore, to Malaysia and its warm people. I would also like to say a special thank you to my supervisors and my lecturers for their support and guidance. Much appreciation, everyone, at the management school, particularly to those at the postgraduate office for the excellent administrative support they have provided. I'm indebted to my loving husband and my friends for their support, time, and their belief in me. I must also thank my parents, my family, for their continued love, praise, and inspiration. We live in a time in which information is effortlessly and abundantly available to everyone. What really counts is how we choose to use the relevant information, process it into knowledge, and the responsibility with which we use it. My fellow graduates, you are exceptional, brave, and brilliant, and I wish you the best as you prepare to take your learning out into the real world to the life after Asia Pacific University. The sky is not the limit, it is beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Shafa, for the inspiring speech. Ladies and gentlemen, as a special treat all the way from the land of the rising sun and a very popular graduate, we would like to invite our graduate in Bachelor of Arts in International Business Management to deliver his address representing the undergraduate of 2018. Please join us to welcome Tajima Rintaro.
My fellow graduates, friends, guests, and the parents, and the staff of APU. Konnichiwa, and good afternoon. Sorry, I'm too nervous. I mean, the announce say like rising sun, blah, blah, blah. I was so shocked, and actually I become more nervous. But today I want to share my feelings and what a special day today is. It is my pleasure to share this special occasion with all of you today. And not only for us graduate, also my friends, parents, lecturers, staffs, and of course, we're the family. We have completed our campus life in APU, and now we proudly graduate and moving on to the next stage of life. I have one question for you guys. Do you remember the first day of APU, the very first day of APU, as a student of APU? I clearly remember. As an international student, I mean, before I come to Malaysia, I actually have no idea how Malaysia it is. It's an unimaginable country. How they live, how's the lifestyle, and who is in the campus. I really don't know that. So I have a mixed feeling, being anxious, being nervous, and a little bit of excitement. That time, I think you guys already know how I feel because you already experienced the same thing with me. But you see now you see, it's already time to leave APU. It's a graduation day. I am sure that all of the time is really flying. And as we throw back the memories in campus, no, it's a campuses. You remember the mines, TPM, and enterprises. We studied together in there. And now what? We stay here, new campus. It's a wonderful campus, isn't it? Okay. And maybe, most probably, I mean, maybe not maybe, it's a most probably, we don't remember everything we learned in the lecture. I'm sorry for the lectures, but we're a student, it's a student life, right? And things are very difficult. We overcome the difficult situations, and together with my friends. Maybe we forget what we learned in the lecture, but we won't forget what we overcome with the friends. Our memory won't fade it. I cannot convert my words, my appreciation to words. It has been a wonderful academic and cultural journey for me, which I shall not forget, I cannot forget. And we have experienced so much as a student. The memories and days with a classmate or fellows won't be faded. I'm sorry, the same thing twice. But today is not goal. Today is just like a one step forward in the life. We can go beyond. Be proud of yourself. Let us shine. To all my friends, lecturers, staff, and of course parents, thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimashita, and terimakase.
Thank you, Rintaro, for the enlightening speech. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will now commence with the presentation of the Bachelor Degree Awards. Graduates will receive their scrolls from Professor Ron Edwards, Vice Chancellor of Asia Pacific University.
Presenting graduates who will be receiving their Bachelor's Degree of Art in International Business Management. Abdul Wafi Haji Ibrahim, Ahmad Hazim Rosli, Aisha Ali Muhammad Al-Hamum, Alai Syafiqah Muhammad Hafiz Shah, Andrin Stephanie Miles, Clarence, Dasalan Ramachandran, Dina Omar Yasin Al-Sakaf, Divagar Parameswaran, Faraz Sheikh, Fatima Ismailova, Ida Merlina Shazwin Yusri, Jordi Dharma Karya, Q Wen Wen, Lawrence Brandon Lawrence, Lim Lee Jun, Limanjaya Chandra Jan, Loh Li Yun, Lui Kam Lung, Maria Rosario Wenur, Mary Ann Wairimu Kinutia, Muhammad Halim Hassan Aman, Nadia Rahma Dinla, Nur Anis Aniza Anwar, Nur Farah Sofia Abdul Rahman, Nur Wahida Lokman, Paulo Alexandra Ernesto Zungoze, Rafisah Sama, Salasiah Mairat, Siti Naziha Ghazali, Siti Nur Mazliana Muhammad Nabzahar, Surinder Singh Bajan Singh, Tajima Rentaro, Tan Yi Teng, and Yara Firas Mazloom. First Class Honours, Cik Wai Yan, Dayangku Nur Najmah Pengiran Haji Menudin, Kuo Li Ching, Siti Nur Ain Dalan, and Sobana Manivanan. Presenting graduates who will be receiving their bachelor's degree from the Faculty of Computing, Engineering and Technology and Faculty of Business and Management. Abdul Rahim Ahmad Hamud Al-Husseini, Ahmad Hamtala Muhammad Kroma, Amro Khalid Al-Badi Idris, Chua Shangrong, Fatima Huzaima Muhammad Ali, Hisham Ali Muhammad Ali, Joyce Robert Mazula, Maimuna Iulali Kita, Muhammad Gamal Muhammad Al-Shaheti, Muhammad Hanis Haji Daud, Pabuk Dipro, Funzi Mun, Ramesh Ganasan, Siti Dewi Ayu Saputri, Wang Jingbo, Yasmin Altaf Hussein, and Zain Fida. First class honors, Aishat Ma'azah Fuad, Lim Ji Yang, and Raihanul Rahman Chowdhury.
Thank you, Professor Ron, for doing the honors. The Master Degrees, Outstanding Student, Best Student, and PRISM Awards will now be presented. Graduates will receive their awards from Professor Liz Barnes, Vice Chancellor of Staffordshire University.
Presenting graduates who will be receiving their master's degrees, Abdullah Muiz Fuad, Alexandra Shaka Mugisha, Amardip Singh Uttam Singh, Anad Imani Ulomi, Baht Galiva Ajrim, Bernard Eric Tiomena, Chia Kaman, Chinomso Ogbona Igwe, Chung Ka Singh, Daniel Herli Prasetyo, Darshini Verasundar, Delbert Wim Tiomena, Esti Bhakti Warapsari, Gujadur Darshini, Hajar Zainur Faraain Zainul Abidin, Jo Tan Cheng, Kok Cheng Mun, Kolibali Karijato, Mahuimin, Melissa Anak Willy, Meng Nan, Muhammad Monjur Hassan, Nurliana Adila Azman, Sabri Masud Muhammad, Shafa Wahid, Shantini Devi Shanmuganadan, Sidra Fawad Qureshi, Sonia Badru Isa, Sudath Mumtaz Fahmi, Sanmugam Jena Parameswari, Said Husnain Raza, Tengutzeni Kongsing Pile Mamba, Tri Wulandari, Umar Jundi Al Farouk Alwi, Jiaming, Zaman Tausif, and Zhang Kai Bin. Best Student Award. The prize for being outstanding student on the modular master's program goes to Ko Cheng Mun. Best Student Project Awards. The prize for being outstanding project on the modular master's program with the project title, A Study on the Inefficiencies of Bitcoin and Its Future Adoption, goes to Samugam Jena Parameswari. The prize for being outstanding project on the Bachelor of Science Honours in Computer Games Development with the project title Cross-Platform Online Digital Board Game Design for Local Play on Smartphones and Consoles goes to Raihanur Rahman Chowdhury. This year, one student leader has been selected to receive the University Prism Award for Leadership and Overall Contribution to the APU community. The Prism Leadership Award for 2018 goes to Dineswaran Sahayamurthy.
Thank you, Professor Liz, for doing the honors. With great pleasure, we would now like to invite Datuk Parmjit Singh, the Chief Executive Officer of APU Education Group, to deliver the congratulatory address.
Thank you. I would like to first acknowledge the presence and express my gratitude to Professor Liz Barnes and David Gage, Chair of the Board of Governors of Staffordshire, to have been with us, and we have been really honored with your presence. Thank you. To our graduates, our heartiest congratulations. You've done extremely well, and we are really, really very proud of your achievements. When I heard the projects just now from the two last candidates, the future of Bitcoin, and then the board game for various platforms, these are hot topics. Gamification is a big area, and we also know cryptocurrency is also taken center page everywhere in the world. So my congratulations for having picked on very current projects, and I'm sure all of you picked on very challenging projects. It's very gratifying because as graduates, you've not taken the easy way out. You have chosen on projects that are hot button areas, which have got currency and will have an impact on the world of commerce and also on community. Now, this is the day you celebrate because for the past 3 years, you have literally struggled, I dare say. Because I know one of the biggest challenges in APU is project work, especially group work, which can be hugely challenging. Why? because you're often put into groups where group members come from different countries, varying cultures, various nationalities, religious backgrounds, and having achieved working within a group of such diversity and coming up with projects that are world-beating is indeed a huge challenge and a major achievement. That is something that APU is very, very proud of. We're very proud of, on a deliberate basis and by design, integrating communities. Even the design of the campus took that into consideration. We wanted a place in the campus where students will gravitate to, which has got a gravitational pull, and that's center point. And it doesn't matter which classroom you come out from, which lab you come out from, somehow or other you'll end up there. And it creates community integration. And having a spine that connects all of our buildings, again, fosters integration. So even on the physical design of our campus, we had international integration in mind. Very few universities achieve this. They separate their building blocks and faculties far apart, and you have to walk across the lawn. And in this country, it rains almost every day, so there's no walking across the lawn. And you sit where you are, and you go home from there. The second thing is, in community integration, we all talk about a globalized world. And I want to quote a McKinsey study done a few years ago that actually said the mobility of young people, especially students, is increasing by an exponential rate of 20% per annum, which means every young person wants to leave his country and go and experience something else. They either want to go and study somewhere beyond their shores, or they want to work somewhere beyond their shores. It simply means it is the responsibility of the university not just to educate and give out degrees, but also to transform school children who've had no exposure to be globalized citizens. And you would remember that Professor Liz Barnes did allude to the fact that higher education is as much as transformation than anything else. And that is something that, again, we're very proud of. We bring in different communities. And, you know, it is really a struggle these days when you walk up that few steps and come to get your scrolls, to identify where you come from. People are beginning to also look alike. Yeah? So very often, you know, a number of communities begin to look very much alike. So this is the product that we are especially proud of, creating globalized graduates. Yeah? You not only are achieving a degree, but you adapt and you'll be able to fit into any part of the world. Today we have Malaysian students working in all parts of the world. They're working in Japan, they're working in Taiwan, they're working in China, Singapore, Indonesia, Dubai, everywhere. And so would you, and you will also cross borders. And at the same time, we have so many of our graduates, no less than 600 every year, who actually find employment in Malaysia and stay on and work in various places. And some of them might be you from this graduation itself. So, once again, heartiest congratulations. You've made it. You've got the professional makeup. You've got the professional demeanor to actually fit into industry very quickly. Employers reject school kids with degrees. These are people who get into universities, attend lectures, pass exams, get a degree, but nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. No professional values, nothing has changed in terms of attitude or values. So, once again, you are on a very strong footing. You've had the foundation to make a great leap into a very promising career. And it's so nice to see young people on the verge of getting into the professional world. And I'm sure most of you are already working and you found what you really wanted to do. Now, there is one other element that has been very pivotal in your success. And that's your parents, your guardians, your grandparents, relatives, uncles and aunties, and sisters and brothers, siblings. They've stood by you, and we cannot even pretend to imagine what each of them would have gone through in different circumstances. Some of them would have sacrificed everything to see their children educated. Some of them would have extended so much time and effort to give you the support that you very much needed. And this is unimaginable what parents do these days to get education as a priority for their children. For that, you owe them a sense of gratitude, and to them, the biggest reward is to see you successful. But can I ask you, as graduates, now to stand, turn around, face your parents, guardians, and relatives and friends, and express your gratitude in your usual way, please. With a thunderous applause. Thank you. Thank you. While you were doing that, I see a lot of delight, happy expressions from your parents and relatives. This might come from two factors. One, they are so happy that you have graduated and you're successful. Secondly, I think they are also trying to say they're very happy because financially today you're on your own. Our dear friend, Mr. David Gage, who is the chair of the governors of Staffordshire University, had expressed a desire to share a few words with you, and I am ever grateful that he has consented to say so. Can I invite David to say a few words, the graduates?
Dr. Parmjit Singh, Professor Edwards, Professor Barnes, honoured guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great privilege to be here. I left England 4 days ago, and you may know that Staffordshire University is very much in the middle of England. If you ever look on a map, you will find us midway between Birmingham and Manchester. I left England 4 days ago, as I said. There was snow on the ground, and I came to this country with a wonderful climate and received the warmest of welcome, which I appreciate very much indeed. What strikes me so much is this amazing campus that has been created by this gentleman behind me and his team. It really is the most magnificent example of how a campus can be designed, how it can serve its students, how it has its hub, its heart, that all of you can find your way back to enjoy the services of the university and to enjoy the company of all of your colleagues. And I think it's worth a round of applause for all that's been achieved. Now, Staffordshire University takes great pride in its partnership with APU. As a university, Staffordshire ranks in the top 1,000 in the world. That's the top 5% in the world for both research and teaching. And the partnership is a key one for us. It is important too, I think, for all of our graduates to realize the point that they've reached in their career progression. Education gives you choices. Education makes you stand out from many others around you. You certainly are not the person that started this journey 3 or 4 years ago. You have learnt to challenge. You have learnt to research. You have had to dig deep. And you have mastered the subjects of your choice. I congratulate you on that. Your degree, your master's degree, sets you apart in a very competitive world. It has changed your lives forever and irreversibly. As you go forward, you've had much advice from the platform already, but I urge you to be bold, to be ambitious, to aim high, and to be resilient. There may be setbacks, but be resilient. You have behind you a very valid degree, a wonderful education. It puts you in a perfect place to pursue your dreams. So in closing, I offer congratulations again to all of you, to the leadership team, to our academics, to the support staff, most of all to you and to your families that have supported you through this journey. Thank you very much indeed.
To Shafa and Tajima Rentaro, thank you for what you have said on behalf of the students. We were delighted to realize that we have actually fulfilled our obligations to you, and that Malaysia was particularly hospitable. And I hope, Shafa, your family was with you as well. Yeah, they stayed with you throughout your course. So from a tiny island, you said, in the Maldives, and from Japan. Huh? So if what you were representing represents all students, and I am deeply gratified to know that we have also been hospitable to our foreign students. Finally, I would like to say this has been a momentous occasion this weekend, because this is the first time we are holding the graduation on campus. I know there was a lot of resistance that we should go back to Renaissance, but you know, having the space on campus, and like any other good university in the world, graduations are held on campuses. We held it outside because we didn't have a suitable venue. It is not for any other reason. And holding 4 sessions over the last 2 days, this is the 4th session, is a lot more difficult than holding 1 session outside, which is much easier. But I'm not, with that sense of difficulty, it was to create a sense of meaning. And there is meaning behind you being on campus and graduating where you've spent 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. And it also gives your parents an opportunity, many of them who have never been here, to see where you have spent 3 or 4 years of your life. And since yesterday, we've had parents streaming through. A lot of them said they have never seen this place. And until 8 o'clock at night, there were still crowds here, taking photographs, sitting in all corners of the campus, enjoying the environment. So I hope you will as well enjoy the environment with your families. There is no closing time. Please continue and stay as long as you want. And because it's the first time we are doing it on campus, we may not have been perfect. And if there has been shortcomings, I hope you graduates will excuse us together with the parents. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Parmjit and Mr. David Gage, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, this now concludes the 2018 graduation ceremony of Asia Pacific University. The academic procession will now make its way out from the hall, followed by members of the faculty and graduates. Will the audience kindly rise? Parents and guests are kindly requested to remain in the hall till all graduates have exited. Thank you. Parents and guests, we now invite you to help yourselves to some refreshments which will be served at the center point on 3rd floor. Thank you again for your presence and support. Have a pleasant evening. Parents and guests, the refreshments are at level 7.